Okay, folks, we are at Japan's turn here on turn number 2. So this is Operation Live and Let Die 2.3. So for the Japanese, it's going to be a relatively short video. I'm again this turn not going to war. So I do have to give props to Fighting Irish. If Global War 36 enthusiasts' interpretation of what the Fighting Irish did in China this last turn, trying to, when he went into Hopi and didn't succeed, so those territories aligned here in northern China, they all aligned to the CCP. That warlord did. He had 3 territories. He was possibly trying to influence me to go into China. If I would have, then the rest of the warlords would have aligned to the KMT, so Fighting Irish, would have actually come out ahead of the game as far as territories, even with pushing 3 territories into the CCP camp. He would have actually come out ahead. But I know some of you guys might be questioning why I'm not going into China, but again, this turn, I'm going to stay away from involving myself in the Chinese Civil War. So no combat there, and just no combat in general for the Japanese. I do have a plan in my head, so I'm trying to follow that as much as I can. So hopefully everything will work out the way I'm kind of hoping it will down the road, and you guys will see why I'm not going into China at this point. So we'll see how that works out. Obviously, everything's subject to change. You got 2 very skilled opponents, so they could definitely throw my pre-war plans into chaos. So we'll just see how that plays out. But regardless, not going into China again this turn. So we're going to start out with our tech rolls, and I have to get a chuckle out of Global War 36 enthusiasts' last video for the common turn, how he commented how I was 5 for 5 on my German tech rolls this turn, and that I had given him the secret to rolling successfully. I wish I had a secret that I could use. If you remember on turn 1, for all 3 of the Axis powers, I had 6 tech rolls and hit on 1 of the 6. So I've definitely bounced back here on turn 2, but it's definitely no secret. Okay, so we have 2 tech rolls as Japan, because I had upgraded that medium factory last turn. So we've got 2 major factories, 2 tech rolls. So we are going to go for wartime economy, and I need a 7 or a higher. And then we're going to go for improved construction at a 7 or higher. So first, wartime economy, and we got a 4, so no success there. And then improved construction, a 3, nothing there. So much for the secret to my success when it comes to tech rolls. So Japan is still over at this point and has no tech even up to stage 1. Okay, so now moving on to purchases. So the Japanese have $19 to spend here, and we're going to spend all 19. And what we're going to do is, first on the production chart, we're going to move this fleet carrier up 1 stage to stage 2. So that costs $5. Then we are going to purchase, or at least start production on a light carrier. So that will be put down on stage number 2, and that's $4. So that's up to $9. Then we are going to buy 2 more Marines, and again, they're just the regular Marines, not the special naval landing units. So they're 4 apiece. That's 8. So that's up to 17. And then we're going to upgrade another militia to regular infantry for 2, and that's a total of $19. Now, just one comment on the placement of the carriers. So every completed, I shouldn't say that, take that back. Every time I start construction on a battleship or a carrier of any type, and that's fleet and light carriers, that makes the U.S. economy, they get an extra buck. So this fleet carrier was already on the production chart prior to start of the game. So I would say that the U.S. doesn't get the dollar for that, even once it gets put on the map. This light carrier, however, I'm just now putting on the production chart. So the U.S. will increase by 1 this turn because of the fact that I'm starting construction on a light carrier. So a $1 increase for the U.S. this turn. So then we would go on to combat, but again, there's no combat movements this turn. So then we just go on to non-combat movement. So for non-combat movement, we're going to go ahead and up here in Sea Zone 38 outside of Japan, we are going to take these 2 submarines and go 1, 2, and they're going to now be in Sea Zone 89 with the fleet that's down there. So take both of those subs down. Also, this heavy cruiser is going to move the 2, 1, 2, down to that Sea Zone as well, okay? So we've added 2 subs and a heavy cruiser. Then over here in Sea Zone 99, we are going to take this light cruiser and this submarine and go 1, 2, 3, and they are both going to join that fleet as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these on the Japanese battle marker here. Let me just grab those real quick. So we now have in this fleet over here, put it off to the side, we now have 2 carriers, 1 fleet, 1 light, a battle cruiser, 3 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, 3 destroyers, and 3 subs. And then on the island of Formosa itself, you've got 2 infantry and 1 militia. So that is all down in that fleet here in Sea Zone 89. Then in Tokyo, we are going to move these ground units 1 territory south. So they're going to move into Honshu. That's 2 Marines, a motorized, and a regular infantry. So they're going to all come down to Honshu. Okay. So they are now 1 territory away from Kyushu. Then we're going to go ahead and take our 2 tactical bombers in Tokyo and fly 1, 2, 3, 4. And both of those are going to land in Rehe. Okay. Then this infantry in Eastern Manchuria is going to come down 1 space to Rehe as well. And I'll go ahead and chip him out after the video. So in Rehe now, we have a cavalry, a motorized infantry, 2 fighters, 2 tacticals, and I believe that is now 6 infantry altogether. Okay. Underneath that stack there. And that is it for movements. And then as far as placing units, the 1 militia we're upgrading is this one in Eastern Manchuria. So take him off and replace him with the upgraded infantry. Okay. And then our 2 Marines that we bought are going in Kyushu. Okay, so they're both down there. And that should be it for the Japanese turn. Everything else is going to stay where it's at. As far as income, we didn't go up income-wise, so we collect 16 again. But we also didn't engage in any hostile actions, so we still get the full $3 bonus from the United States for oil trade. So we didn't have any money left over, so we'll have a full $19 again for turn number 3. So that should finish off the Japanese. I'm going to turn things over now to Fighting Irish for the British and the French turn. I'm definitely interested to see what tricks he has up his sleeve. So to watch the rest of Operation Live and Let Die, guys, don't forget to check out Fighting Irish and Global War 36 enthusiasts channels. And we'll see you back here on Italy's Turn. Thanks for watching.